welcome to Potg Geeks. This is a list building video for Armada. So we played through some lists with the core set and the Wave 1 set. And I want to show you the fleet that I'm using now after several defeats, using other fleets. So let's get in there. So my fleet, this is based on a 300 point, the Empire fleet. So this is my Admiral that I'm using there. So I'll zoom in. So Admiral Potg, if you've seen the unboxing video, you'll have seen this guy already. Okay, so he's 24 points. He's cheap. That was my main reason. You've got to take an Admiral. This guy's cheap. The Admiral Squeed's 26 points, but I don't really like Squeed's ability, to be fair. I missed Tarkin, the Grand Moff. I've used him in every battle so far. Haven't used Potg yet, but he's now going into this army, or this fleet, to be tested and see how he does. But I haven't won a battle with Tarkin yet, and the card with his face on is beginning to stare at me a lot and look really accusing at me. So I'm going to switch him round, because he's really good, but he's also really expensive. This guy, cheap, 24 points. All he does is one simple thing: he gives my ships more hit points. It's a simple thing, but it's quite cool, and I like having more hit points. So, because of that, and the fact that my 300 point list will have 2 medium ships in, they'll each be getting 2 more hit points. So he's in there for 24 points. So I'll come to the first of the ships that I've got. This is a Victory 2 class Star Destroyer. So that is the Star Destroyer card, if you haven't seen it already. There it is, weighing in at 85 points. I am upgrading this with 2 cards. It's getting the Warlord title card. So that means that when it's attacking, you may change 1 die with a accuracy icon to a damage icon. So it's rolling red and it's rolling blue dice, so there's going to be accuracy icons in there. If I want to cripple a ship as opposed to just stopping it from reacting, quite useful. To couple with that, it's going to have an Overload pulse. So if I roll a blue critical, I can basically exhaust all of the defender's defense tokens. So I'm thinking those two together. If the blue critical exhausts them, and then the defender is forced to try and use them with the accuracy icons that I've rolled, and that'll sort of eat away at their accuracy icons a lot quicker. So when I'm rolling these accuracy icons, they might not have any left. So that means the Warlord title card will be able to turn those spare accuracy icons into damage, I hope. That's my feeling behind that one. This will be the flagship of the 2, the Admiral will be on this one. The Warlord title card weighs in at 8 points. The Overlord pulse also weighs in at 8 points. So just in case you haven't seen it, there is the ship, the Victory. Bit in shadow because of the lighting I'm using to show off these cards, but there it is, Victory 2. Seen it before, comes in the core set. Okay, so the next ship in I'll do the squadron, because I've got 2 sets of squadrons really, because both these ships have a 3 squadron command. So accompanying the first ship will be some TIE fighters, and some TIE fighters. This one being Mauler Mithil, who has survived every battle that I have fought with him. Even though my entire fleet's been destroyed, he has managed to survive somehow. So he's grown on me a lot. For 15 points you're getting TIE Fighter Leader, who when he moves, each squadron engaged with you suffers 1 damage. So as soon as he moves into enemy squadron, you can damage them all once, which is a pretty good ability. And it worked pretty well. He's got the Swarm ability just like the TIE Fighters have, which allows him to reroll 1 dice as long as another ship with the Swarm ability, hence taking 2 backup TIE squadrons with him. And he also has the Scatter ability. I think it's the cheapest Scatter ability in the game, because he's 15 points. He gets a Brace and a Scatter, both very useful. And the 2 other TIE Fighter squadrons that are with him will be 8 points each. So they will be accompanying the Victory 2 class to jump on any enemy fighters, basically cause the bombers of the rebels problems, and so forth. So the next ship is actually another Victory class, but I've gone for the Victory 1 this time. There it is. So I've got a Victory 2 and a Victory 1. Every fleet battle I've had with the Gladiator in it has been blown up. I don't think that's the ship's fault, I think that's the commander's fault, myself. So the Victory 1 rolls in at 73 points, and I'm giving that the Corrupt title for 5 points. The Corrupt title means that the speed of each squadron with the bomber ability that you activate is increased by 1 until the end of activation. So it's a very small ability, but I do quite like it. It'll be coupled with the squadrons you'll see next. But also this ship, it uses black dice as opposed to blue dice. And I'm enhancing that using expanded launchers for 13 points. It's expensive, but the front hull zone will gain 2 black dice. So instead of 3, it'll be firing 5 black dice. And the front arcs of the Victories are large. So I'm hoping that plays into that a bit better. And to go along with that, they're going to get a gunnery team, which means that front arc will be able to fire twice at different ships, but twice. So that's a lot of dice aiming at rebel players and whoever's in the sights of it. If there's more than one ship, which there seems to be a lot of when we've played the rebel versions, they tend to take more ships. You're getting more hits then. It's a risk. I haven't used the gunnery team before, but I think this combination might be quite interesting, so that's going to be tried. So that is the second ship in the army, or fleet. I keep saying army. Not playing of fleet games, obviously. So accompanying that second ship will be, as you've guessed already, TIE bombers and TIE bombers with Major Rhymer. There's the TIE bombers if you haven't seen them already. So those two squadrons will be accompanying the Victory 1. Ready to pounce, so they've got a speed of 4, that can be increased to 5 because they've got the bomber ability. And accompanying them will be Darth Vader, because he has the escort ability. Besides having 2 braces, and besides having quite a few dice though, he's got 3 blue, 1 black and 1 anti-ship dice. He has the escort ability. Only the TIE Advanced in the Empire Army have the escort ability so far. So that will keep the bombers safe for a little bit longer. And people have to attack him first. And obviously he can use his brace abilities to try and absorb some of those hits. And of course Major Rhymer, he's also got double brace abilities as well. So coming in at 21 points, 16 points, and the normal TIE Bomber Squadron comes in at 9 points. So that completes my 300 point fleet. Obviously, as I said, this is just a wave 1 and core set because there's no other ships out at the point I've made this video. But I'll show you the ships all together. It's okay. As I said, I haven't played this fleet yet, but after playing several other variants, I've knocked out a few different ideas. So like, you can imagine there's the sun in the background, you know. So that would be the fleet. 2 ships, 6 squadrons. It's a small fleet, to be fair, for 300 points compared to the Rebel fleet. But as I said, so far the Gladiator hasn't endeared itself to me. It's probably just the way I'm using it, but it always tends to get blown up just as I'm about to use it, and the Rebels annihilate it. Or Claire rams a assault frigate into it. One of the two, which will do it. So that is the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. There's also going to be a Rebel video where we go through Claire's fleet that I've helped to build.
Yep.
I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's given you some ideas of how to use the synergy in Armada if you haven't already. If you're a pro with synergy and you've played lots of like Magic the Gathering and games like that which you use it regularly, then you know you'll know it all already. But this is more for people who haven't got much of an idea of Armada. And cool, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this for more Armada videos. And take care for now. Bye.
Bye.